Off position, room temp position, and constant burn. Off is just that, obviously, the stove's in an off position. If we turn it to room temp, it will work off the outside numbers 50 through 90. Those are temperature settings, okay? If we set it to one of these temperatures and turn it to room temperature, the stove will come on, turn off, run down, run up.
Yep.
Do whatever it has to, yes. Yep. If we go to constant burn, it works off the inside numbers 1 through 7. 1 being as low as the stove can burn, 7 being as high as it can burn. It will run at that rate absolutely no matter the conditions of the room, and it'll never stop. You probably don't have any sort of practical application for that.
Okay.
See how there's a width here? Okay.
Yep.
As you turn it up more, that is your distribution blower fan speed. Okay. I usually just leave mine set in the middle because it will regulate itself some. Obviously, we can't set it the whole way on the low setting. The body of the stove will then get too hot, and it'll actually override your setting and run the blower as it needs to keep the stove cool. Auto and disabled, that's for our igniter. Obviously, you don't want to have to light it yourself. But in the case that you say your igniter goes out and you can't get to the store, we can't get out here for a couple days, you just flip it to disabled mode, put a handful of pellets in the burn pot, light it with, like a little propane torch, or they make a special gel for it, which is kind of unnecessary. But what have you, light the pellets, have it in disabled mode, turn it on, and then it'll do its own thing.
Okay.
Our feed limit knob is what this does is this sets the maximum amount of feed per minute. Obviously 6 being 60 seconds. Okay. We keep it at 4 most of the time. On a 68 like this, we can pretty much run it at 6. If you're going to burn a hardwood pellet, that's how I set mine. I just leave it ramped up the whole way. See, that doesn't mean it's going to feed for 60 seconds out of a 1 minute cycle. That's just the maximum allowable.
Okay.
So with this particular stove and burning hardwood pellets, that should work great for you all the time. Okay. If you were to go to a super premium pine pellet of some sort, we're going to be turning that down to probably even below 4. They just burn so good that it can't be allowed to feed that much.
Gotcha. Just burn through it.
Yeah. So power light is anytime the stove is on. Status light is going to be on at any time that the stove is calling for heat, okay? Meaning your set temperature is higher than the temperature in the room. If you ever see it blink, it'll blink 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 times consecutively, pause, and then do it again. It's a fault code. If you see it doing that, refer to your manual. It'll pretty much walk you through what could possibly be wrong most of the time. Everything else is just simply indicator lights. So to test that is what we can do, is we can go to our test mode here. I'll turn on both blowers and the feed motor. So to verify that that's all working, we can feel the distribution blowers working.
Yeah.
If we shine a light through, we see the augers turning.
Okay.
So that verifies the feed motor is working. And the feed motor can't come on if the combustion blower doesn't come on. So we verify that all 3 of those things are working. Now, with it being fresh paint, it is going to need season, so we need a burn-off period. Is what we usually tell customers to do is we have you burn it at 90 degrees for 1 hour. Okay, is what that does is that gets it all done at once. Okay, so we'll set room temp, and we'll set it at 90 degrees. The stove's now going to light itself and then burn to 90 degrees.
Okay.
Once that 1 hour is up, though, you just set it to whatever your desired temperature is down here. Be it 70 degrees. Yeah, right. Yep.
And I don't pretty much do anything except
keep it full.
feed it.
Yep.
How often a day do you